Most guys fail with women because they talk too much. Or worse, they talk the wrong way. But there's one simple move that instantly flips the script, making women crave your attention and chase you. If you master this, you'll never struggle with attraction again. Let me show you how. The way you communicate with a woman determines whether she sees you as just another guy or as someone she can't get out of her mind. Most men fail because they rely on logic when attraction is anything but logical. Women don't fall for a checklist of traits. They fall for the emotions a man makes them feel. The key to making a woman desire you lies in how you engage with her, how you trigger emotions, and how you control the pace of the interaction. The right balance between playfulness and depth creates an irresistible pull. This is where the 80-20 technique changes everything. When you first meet a woman, your focus should be on generating emotional excitement, not proving your worth through facts. Too many men introduce themselves as if they're reading off a resume. They lead with boring, predictable questions like, "What do you do? Where are you from? What are your hobbies?" These interactions lack energy and fail to make a lasting impression. The moment a woman feels like a conversation is just another exchange of information, she disengages. Attraction thrives on emotion, unpredictability, and fun. The 80-20 technique means that in the first phase of interaction, 80% of your communication should be playful, teasing, and engaging, while only 20% should be serious or factual. This imbalance works because it contrasts with what most men do. Instead of instantly revealing everything about yourself, you create a sense of mystery and excitement. You give her a reason to stay engaged, wondering what you'll say next. Playfulness doesn't mean acting like a clown. It's about injecting humor and lightheartedness into the conversation. If she asks you what you do, don't just say, "I'm an engineer." Instead, say something absurd like, "I design top-secret time machines, but they're still in beta testing." If she mentions she likes yoga, instead of saying, "Oh, that's cool," say, "Nice. Does that mean you can levitate yet, or is that, like, an advanced move?" These responses immediately shift the energy, making the interactions stand out from all the other dull conversations she's had that day. Women aren't drawn to men because of what they say, but how they make them feel while saying it. This is why humor, teasing, and unpredictability create an emotional high that she instinctively associates with you. Once you establish this playful, high-energy dynamic, you gradually introduce depth to the conversation. This is the 20% that gives your interaction weight. Transitioning to deeper conversation requires subtlety. You don't want to abruptly switch from playful teasing to an intense emotional discussion. Instead, look for natural moments when she shares something personal or meaningful. If she mentions that she loves traveling and wants to visit Italy, don't respond with, "That's great, I'd love to go there too." That's predictable and forgettable. Instead, guide the conversation with emotionally charged questions like, "Why Italy? What about it fascinates you?" This small shift forces her to reveal her feelings rather than just stating facts. Women bond over emotions, not logic. The more you lead the conversation toward her motivations, her dreams, and her experiences, the more she feels a connection. If she says she wants to go to Italy because she loves Italian food, ask, "What's the best meal you've ever had?" Or, "If you could only eat one dish for the rest of your life, what would it be?" These types of responses encourage storytelling and personal expression, which deepen emotional investment. The next step is mastering the art of revealing personal depth without turning the conversation into a therapy session. If you've gone through struggles or defining moments in your life, don't just state them. Frame them in a way that showcases strength and insight. If you've overcome a difficult breakup, don't say, "Yeah, my last relationship ended badly and I was devastated." Instead say, "I went through a tough breakup and it taught me a lot about what I want and don't want in a relationship." This subtle difference keeps the conversation engaging rather than heavy. Vulnerability isn't about dumping problems on someone. It's about sharing moments that shaped you while demonstrating confidence in how you handled them. When you reveal personal insights first, it creates a space for her to open up as well. If she shares something vulnerable, acknowledge it in a way that makes her feel heard, not judged. Instead of responding with, "Oh, that sucks," say, "That sounds like it was tough, but I admire how you handled it." This kind of validation deepens trust and attraction. However, excitement and emotional aren't enough if you make the mistake most men do: becoming too available too soon. The moment a woman senses that she has your full attention at all times, the tension dissolves. This is why pacing the interaction is crucial. If she texts you frequently, don't always reply immediately. If she asks to see you again the next day, don't always say yes. Even if you're excited about her, you must create space for desire to build. Scarcity increases value. When a woman doesn't know exactly when she'll hear from you again, you occupy her thoughts more. If you're always available, she never has a reason to miss you. This is why pacing matters. Instead of texting all day, let moments of silence build anticipation. Instead of agreeing to last-minute plans, suggest a different day that works for you. These subtle actions communicate that you have a life beyond her, making your time more desirable. The psychological principle behind this is reward uncertainty. When rewards are predictable, they lose excitement. When they are intermittent, they become addictive. This is why casinos keep people hooked. They never know exactly when they'll win, but they keep playing because of the possibility. In dating, the same rule applies. If a woman doesn't always know when she'll hear from you, her mind fills in the gaps with curiosity and anticipation. Pacing also applies to physical escalation. If a woman is clearly interested in you, most men rush to capitalize on that interest immediately. This backfires because when something is too easily obtained, it loses value. If she expects you to kiss her the first time you're alone together, delaying it slightly builds anticipation. If she's leaning in, giving clear signals, take a moment to hold eye contact, smile, and pause before making a move. This micro-delay amplifies the emotional intensity. The same applies to touch. Instead of immediately placing your hand on her, let moments of proximity build tension. If you're sitting close, let your knees touch slightly before pulling away playfully. If she initiates touch, acknowledge it subtly before reciprocating fully. Each delay creates a craving for more, making physical contact more electrifying when it happens. Women don't just want a man they like. They want a man who keeps them emotionally engaged. The moment she feels like she has figured you out completely, her excitement fades. This is why maintaining an element of unpredictability keeps attraction alive. If she expects you to text her good morning every day, occasionally break that pattern. If she expects you to be free every weekend, sometimes be unavailable. Small disruptions in routine prevent complacency and maintain excitement. By combining playful conversation, emotional depth, pacing, and unpredictability, you create a powerful mix of attraction triggers that make a woman deeply invested in you. Most men either stay too shallow or become too serious too quickly. The 80-20 technique balances both, ensuring that you ignite excitement before establishing emotional depth. When you master this, women don't just enjoy your company, they crave it.